Good morning from PortAventura World here in Spain, where we're here to get back on all of our favourite rides, including Shambhala, one of my favourite ever coasters.
Oh, I cannot wait to get back on Shambhala. And we're also hoping that we're going to get much better operations than we did when we came last year.
Now, we have heard that they've actually had a new operations director here at PortAventura. It's definitely needed because it's a beautiful park that's got some great rides, amazing entertainment and some fantastic theming too. But what's always let it down is the operations. So fingers crossed today they're going to be better than when we came last year. But come and join us. We're filming a couple of vlogs for you all. I'm really excited to get back on all of our favourite rides here in PortAventura World. Now we're actually here for 2 days, starting off with a Sunday today, so it's going to be a little bit busier, but then tomorrow should be a nice off-peak Monday for us, so fingers crossed for some lower crowd levels. And also, you've still got the Easter decorations up.
Nice, look at the big basket.
There we go, a little photo opportunity. Some big Easter eggs as well, just over here on the stage. Here we go, there's one literally right here, and they're all the way down. I think I can see the Easter bunny down there as well. Park hours today are 10 AM through until 7 PM. Hey, here's the Easter bunny. The Charlotte's in the egg. Oh, how good's that? That's a fantastic photo of him with Furius Baco in the background just there as well.
So cute.
Hey. I think we're going to head further back into the park first to Shambhala, the hypercoaster that you can just see on the skyline over there. Dragon Khan as well. And Shami's just going up the lift hill as well. So yeah, we're going to head down that way instead of going on Furius Baco first. That's a top tip if you are coming here, especially on a busy day. Literally, most people, 90% I'd say, go straight over to Furius Baco, which is down here at the entrance. But we'll get on that later on. Oh, here we go then. It's always one of my favourite views, making our way in through the Shambhala archway just here. Oh, and of course you've got Dragon Khan just here as well, which looks great on the skyline. Here they are, the two B&M beauties. Shami B! B&M Hypercoaster, owned on my birthday, May the 12th this ride opens. Back in 2012. I wasn't born in 2012, I was born in 93. But still, yeah, 12-year operation here at PA. I can't believe it, I remember coming for the opening day. And then you got the classic John Wardley Dragon Khan around here as well. Designed by that legendary roller coaster designer. You know what, it's a fantastic coaster, very intense. That opened back in 1995 with the park. There it goes. Oh, listen to that old school B&M roar. That's what Nemesis used to sound like.
Wow.
Woo-hoo, what a roar. You realise how quiet Nemesis is now compared to that. And here we are then, making our way up towards the queue. Looks pretty busy. We've actually had some new queue boards for this year, which are looking quite nice. And it's advertised on 10 minutes according to that. Let's go and see if it actually is 10 minutes or not. It has got a single rider queue, Shami B, but I think we'll go in the main queue. Let's see what them operations are like. 10-minute wait. These boards are a lot better, much clearer. And the good thing is, it doesn't seem like there's as many staggered openings now. Shambhala's straight open from 10 o'clock today. Based on the normal operations here, I reckon this is about 20-30 minutes, but we'll see. I mean, it seems to be moving all right just from what we've seen. There's only a small bit of cattle pen in action, and the good thing is someone just was actually trying to queue jump, but a member of staff is standing here to stop them, so that's a good sign, because you normally get a lot of queue jumping here as well.
Brilliant.
Yeah, so maybe they've turned the new leaf. Well, trains have been coming out at a pretty decent rate. I wouldn't say really fast, but not too slow either. And there's not really any express queue over at the side. That's a big thing here at PortAventura. They often oversell the express, and that also really slows down the main queue. So I'm hoping that they've also thought about that as well and not selling as much now. I guess we'll find out. We've been waiting 13 minutes so far, and we're nearly in the station. Let's go on. Shambhala. Well, there we go. We waited just under 20 minutes for our first ride on Shambhala. We're down towards the back of the train as well. A little bit cooler time of the year for coming here as well. It's nice to not be sweating going on these rides. About 18 degrees Celsius today. Nice view of Dragon Khan over there, Hurakan Condor. Uncharted just over there as well. We'll give that another go at some point. And then of course you've got Red Force over in Ferrari Land over on the skyline. And similar to last year, that's open on an evening, so we're going to do that tomorrow night. Ready, Charlotte? Woohoo! Shall we be? Let's go. Woo! Water splash. Whoa! This is a great job, underrated this one. Woo! Oh, it's just so floaty, some great hair time, oh it's so good. Whoa! Relentless all the way to the end. What a hyper coaster. I mean, you can't go wrong with a B&M Hyper. It's just so smooth as well. Beautiful ride. Running 2 trains. Here's the other one just in the maintenance bay, just on the left hand side here as well. Oh, lovely start to the day. What a ride. Oh, it's always a delight getting back to PortAventura and riding on this beast of a coaster. Shambhala since 2012, love it to bits. And what really makes it on there is the train design, in my opinion. Love the outer seats, the clamshell restraints. It's an awesome ride, and you got some lovely flow of airtime. And then of course that speed hill, where you get some great ejector as well.
The outer seats are definitely my favourite. You just feel so free. You can just put your arms out and just let the coaster take you. It's fantastic. I love it.
It's the location as well, with the views, this whole themed area around, which is beautiful. There's all the rocks. You've got the water splash just behind as well, and just overall it's a fantastic coaster. It's aged really well actually. It's so smooth, there's no rattle or anything like that. It was built, in my opinion, during like the golden age still of B&M coasters. Really good build quality, and yeah, the train design really takes this to the next level. Instead of having like the standard 4 across, I do like how you've got the kind of 2 seats in the middle and the 2 on the outside. Plenty of rides coming up over the next couple of days on Chamois Bay. And of course what makes this area really special is the fact that you've got the 2 B&M coasters built on top of each other. Of course Shambhala towering high above Dragon Con just here. Nice classic B&M sit down. Let's go. Oh, listen to that roar. Whilst we're here in China, let's head around over onto Dragon Con just here. Advertised wait of 10 minutes. I'm liking these boards. They are a lot better than the old ones. They've got new information boards actually around the park as well, telling you the queue times and show times and all that kind of stuff. So it's good to see improvements have been made. Trains look like they've been going out pretty fast on here. So let's see how we get on, and we'll take you along for the ride. 20 minutes later and we're off on the mighty Dragon Con. 8 inversions we're going to experience on this ride. Nice views looking out over the park. Shambhala towering above us just there. Got a good roar, this beauty. Corkscrews. Woo! Fantastic layout on this ride. Woo! Oh God, Dragon Con, what a great experience that, and even the brake run coming through the Cobra roll just there too. That was beautiful. Oh, an awesome POV then, a near back row ride on Dragon Con. That was fantastic. Really intense down towards the back of the train. Some nice interaction as well with Shambhala. As you can see, running around just behind, 2 B&M coasters built right next to each other. Fantastic. Listen to that roar though. Amazing. The layout layout's really good, it's intense, it's got some force to it. I really enjoy getting back on Dragon Car.
Now, the coaster layout is fantastic, it's so long, but I do find it very intense and it is a little bit of a headbanger as well. It's still a great coaster, like the layout is just so long, but I do find it a bit headbanger.
Well, you got to think, you know, next year it's 30 years old, and obviously Nemesis had its retrack and closed after 28 years. Just made me think, are we going to see Dragon Car have a retrack at some point in the future? I highly doubt they'll replace it. I mean, it's too iconic and it looks the part from here on the Great Wall of China in this area of the park. Yeah, I do think we'll see them do a retrack, even if it's only in some of the high stress sections at some point in the future. So you never know, that Roar would probably be gone if they do that. Yeah, it's a beautiful ride. Really enjoy getting back on there. But yeah, I can see where Charlotte's coming from. It is starting to get a little bit rough now, a bit rattly, and more of like an uncomfortable rattle as well. So it wouldn't surprise me if we see this have some work in the next few years. The theming and presentation of PortAventura is gorgeous. Looking across here from the Great Wall, over towards Mexico just there, and Hurakan Condor. We're going to head down in that direction shortly. It really is one of the best and most iconic views for any theme park or roller coaster enthusiast, isn't it? China here at PortAventura World. Pretty spectacular. What a skyline. Making our way down towards Mexico then, and El Diablo, Tren de la Mina. So we're going to head down here and give it a go. I've noticed this is one of the staggered opening rides. You can see it just over there, 10:30. Let's go down and see how busy it is. In terms of crowd levels today, much quieter than when we were here last July. That's the thing, April's still a bit of an off-peak time for coming to this part of Spain. From May onwards, it does get a lot busier. Let's go and see how big the queue is down here. Nice little mini area, this. Beautiful water wheel. And this is Lift Hill the ride, as I call it. You drop, then go into a lift hill. Then you drop again, and you go into another lift hill.
20 minutes.
Oh, we'll do 20 minutes. Some pretty good theming around here in the queue line. And a fantastic view looking at Hurakan Condor, the interim drop tower just over there that is absolutely massive. Looks like it probably is going to be about 20 minutes this. Fingers crossed. We'll take you on for the ride. El Diablo. And we're off. Whee! Nice little pre-drop before the first lift. Drops you out the station. And here we go on Lift Hill the ride. We waited about 20 minutes as advertised. We're in a 2-train service, I believe. Good view looking down at the Silver River Flume. And we're off. Red Force over there as well. Whee! I do like this interaction between the two rides. Oh, you got soaked then on the front. Whoa! Woo! It's good views down into Far West, my favourite area of the park. Oh. Yeah, he got soaked, that guy, just on that first drop. It's always the small mini drop up there that really gets you wet. This is another opening day ride from 1995, manufactured by Aerodynamics. The trains are pretty much the big one actually from Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Same lap bars and everything. And a chamois view. We've gone up a lift hill, let's drop you down and then add a trim brake. That's how it works here on El Diablo. Wait for it, wait for it. Oh! You trim me right round, baby, right round. Lift hill number 3. So we're just going up a lift hill to drop, to go to a trim, to go up another lift hill. I'm glad coasters have evolved since this was built. You really like this though?
I really like it. I think it's really good fun.
Condor's had a paint actually on the building at the bottom. Check that out. Here we go. Woo! Hey. Woo! Don't do a train. Woo! Oh! I do like the rock work on Uncharted over there. It does look the part. And that's our ride. Little family coaster. Hey, this is our ride then on Baco. Quite a long layout on there, but like I say, not the best with the design with that, with all the lift hills and the drops and the trim, but still, it's an alright ride. It would be better if it had loads of rock work theming all around it. Imagine going through like a dark ride scene, some animatronics and that sort of thing, but it's alright. It does what it says on the tin. It's a little family coaster. 20-minute wait. Right, where we go now, Charlotte?
We're off.
I'll drive us there, into Mexico. When you come around this corner and you're greeted by that huge drop tower, it looks really intimidating. Hurakan Condor, brilliant ride, one of the best drop towers out there in my opinion. Because of the theming as well, like look at this. And all the building has been repainted there at the bottom. It's looking really fresh. It's a little bit darker now actually than it was before. And what I love with this, it's kind of like, the drop towers pushed it up into the sky, and then you've got the other top of the building just up there. It really does look the part, this. Great design. I can't think of another drop tower where they really thought about the theming quite like this, with the building all around it, and then having the top section up there as well, on a slant too, which is brilliant. Hey, we'll definitely be giving Condor a go at some point. I'm gonna have some lunch though first. But here's Woody, and he's got a nice sombrero on as well. Woo! Oh, that's it, former queue, that's what he's saying. The new characters and entertainment really good here at PortAventura World. That's something that they've always done amazingly in my opinion. Oh, Woody. Making our way now here into Far West and the little town of Penitence. Uncharted, the new indoor roller coaster that opened last year here in PortAventura Park, in the show building that's really well hidden away by all the rock work. They did an amazing job with the theming of the exterior to this. It looks great because it's really enhanced this area of the park as well, with all the rocks there at the back. It looks brilliant, like really good. Just a shame about the theming on the ride really. It's advertised on 1 hour at the moment, so we'll be getting on there at some point. We have heard that it's running reduced capacity at the moment. That's a bit concerning for a ride that only opened a year ago. Well, yeah, we're going to get a little bit of lunch now. Oh, look at all the Easter eggs down here. Didn't know they liked Easter eggs back in the Old West. Now, one of my favourite places to eat here at PortAventura is in the Long Branch Saloon just here in Far West. And the good thing is with this venue, you get a show as well. So yeah, you go and take your seat in there, they'll come over and take your order. You can just have a drink if you want to. You don't have to have a full meal. The prices aren't too bad. So we're going to make our way inside Long Branch Saloon and we'll watch the show whilst we have our lunch. Welcome to the Long Branch Saloon, folks. We're sat upstairs just here. Get a nice aerial view of the show. Here's a look at the menus. You can get a few little snacks just up here. Get some nachos, $6.25. A few other bits just up there. You get a hot dog with fries for €7.50. There we go. Take that, Alton Towers. €9.50 for a hot dog. And then you've also got some desserts that you can have just down here as well. So yeah, probably going to go for hot dog and fries. Fantastic. And you get a show as well. Long Branch Saloon after watching the show just there. And that's the thing with PortAventura, you come out of one show and there's another one ongoing just over there. They do really good entertainment here in this park. In terms of the saloon show, it was only 20 minutes today. It used to be about 30 minutes that show, but it was still worth watching because it's quite nice actually when you're having your food, looking out and enjoying the entertainment. Bit of singing, bit of interaction with the crowd. Normally they get a couple of people up on the stage, but they didn't do that this time, so it did feel a little bit short, but still, it's nice really because you can have your lunch in there and enjoy the live show. I think we're going to have a nice ride on Stampeder just down here now.
Nice ride. Stampeder.
You know what? Nice little wooden coaster. Why not? Let's go and give it a go just down here. Uncharted just off to the left here in Far West. Yeah, it's just gone 1 o'clock. Park's open until 7. Yeah, some pretty big queues still around today. I think we're going to be seeing a quieter day though tomorrow, fingers crossed. 30-minute advertised wait for Stampeder, that's not too bad to be honest. So let's go and join the queue. These boards are a lot clearer to see than the old ones. Nice racing wooden roller coaster this one. Used to run really well with the trains on here, then they changed them, put some different trains on it, and since then it's not been riding as good. Got quite a rattle about it, quite uncomfortable. You just got to know how to ride it and ideally avoid the back. Go further forward on this for a bit of a smoother ride on Stampeder, or Stampainer as I've been known to call it in the past. Really going to get to see how the operations are just here now, and also the ratio between the main queue and express, because this would normally be a lot more than 30 minutes all the way down here, because obviously you split off at this side. Normally I'd say go around to red, but that looks even longer. Just round the corner there, because obviously you have to go around to the other side, and that's just behind the bushes there, so I think we'll go for blue side and we'll see how we get on. We waited 35 minutes and we're off. Stampeder. So we're going to race with the other side. We're on the blue train. Some nice views as we head up the left hill. Hurakan Condor just over there. Yeah, you always slow down, just waiting for the other trains to clear the blocks at the ends. And we'll be continuing on. There's Tomahawk. So this opened back in 1997. Another John Wardley layout, and the layout's fantastic. But in 2007, they replaced the original CCI trains with ones from Comeback, and it made it very uncomfortable. The old trains used to be a bit like Megaphobia at Oakwood in Wales. It used to be great with them trains. There's Tomahawk. Woo! Woo! Oh! Oh! Row! Woo! Oh, that rattle's bad today. You can just feel the train shaking. Woo! In the tunnel. Wait to the other side now. There they come. Way! What a design with that. Whoa! Woo! Ah! Woo! We are winning. By a couple of seconds there, you're right, Charlotte.
That ride's terrible. Honestly, it shakes so much.
Nice bags on as well.
I know, got my bag on.
I love when you got bags on. Oh god. Oh, we just did that right there on Stampeder. Listen to the screams of them riders. I've got to say, out of all the years I've been riding it, that has got to be one of the worst rides I've ever had on Stampeder.
Oh, it is just so uncomfortable. The train literally bounces around, you're getting knocked from side to side, so uncomfortable.
It's a shame because the layout is fantastic as well, especially that interaction with the other train, or when you go opposite to each other. I think that's brilliant. I was listening to the screams of the riders coming down here. People are in pain on there. but no, it really needs some new trains. Gradually, they've been retracking it over the past few years, and I don't think it's the track that's the problem. It is the trains. They need to commit to some brand new ones, maybe from GCI. I mean, GCI have been in doing some retrack work on it, so I'd love to see them go for those. But them original trains from Custom Coaters International, when it opened, they were great. They had all the padding on, they were really comfortable, and they put these on from Comeback, and yeah, made it a really bad ride experience. It's a shame because the layout is really good.
So we have got 2 extra large cornettos right here.
Oh,
wow.
Look at these. Delicious. Oh, so good. €4.50. Yeah, they are big ones.
Massive.
Nice. Well, a beautiful afternoon here in Spain. And of course, got lots coming up on the channel to look forward to, including another vlog here from PortAventura World. Then we're out to Europa Park in Germany later this week for the opening of Voltron Nevera, the new roller coaster. And we'll have a few vlogs from there. And then of course we're out to Energylandia in Poland next week, followed by a USA trip coming up in a couple of weeks' time as well. So lots to look forward to over the next few weeks here on Theme Park Worldwide. Beautiful. Far West is a beautiful area of the park. I love all the theming, and it's massive as well. It's also home to a couple of water rides in this area of the park. The Silver River Flume that we walked past just. Not too sure it's warm enough for that. You do get quite wet on it.
It's not warm enough.
We will do the Grand Canyon Rapids there at some point. Doesn't look too busy. Probably about a 10-minute wait for the rapids down there. Then we're going to head round first though, back into Mediterranean for Furius Baco. Does look the part, doesn't it, Baco, especially over the water here as well. Looks fantastic, and this is the final section of the ride just before the break run. This is a good time to hit up Baco just in the afternoon once everyone's in the park. 40-minute advertised wait. Let's go and make our way up and see if it actually is. We've definitely seen a reduction in the amount of express being used today. It is quite a busy day for the park. But yeah, normally like you'd see that express queue all the way down the steps. I mean, look at it. Quite interesting. It's now got a single rider queue as well. There we go. That's a new little addition. You enjoying that cone there, Charlotte? Delicious these are. Some of the best king cones. 40 minutes. So yeah, there's definitely been some sort of change here. I don't know if the express has been limited or it's just because it's a quieter period for buying express, but I don't know, the park is pretty busy. So yeah, you know, enjoying it so far, having a good day. You can certainly tell there's been some sort of change in the operations here. I'm not saying the world class or anything. There's certainly an improvement on what we've seen for quite a few years here actually, based on our experience so far. This opened back in 2007, Intamin Wing Rider, and the launch on this is excellent. It's on a slight incline, which makes it really forceful. Let's head through the vineyard. So yeah, they've changed all this. This is now the single rider queue, just coming down the side there. They put some new steps in for it. Positive to see. I'm glad they're making some good steps forward. They've got a way to go, I think, until we're seeing like Europa Park operations. But at least they've addressed it, you know, and straight away we've seen changes for this year. They needed it. I tell you what, I'm impressed today. 35 minutes we've waited, and we're just about to make our way into the station. Advertised 40. Pretty good. Let's go and have our ride on Furius Baco. 0 to 83.9 mile an hour launch. It's a great one. Nice little onboard pre-show. Is everything going to work? We're about to find out. Are the cogs going to spin? Sadly not. Oh, here we go. We're near the back. This could be uncomfortable. Woo! Baco now, and I did ask if we could wait for the front, and she was like, no, you must go on. That was bad for me, that was.
I'm hoping that the spells spine in the gift shop.
New spine required after that one. Oh, blimey. Baco. As you saw there from the on-ride footage, it is so rough and jolty, especially towards the back. The train shakes like mad, it really does. When the member of staff said we've got to go near the back, I thought, oh no, we're in for a rough ride.
I was like, no, I had to go on the front. I would have happily waited for another train, which was like, no, at the back.
In terms of the launch on there, it's fantastic, it really is. Nearly 84 miles an hour, and it's on an incline like that as well, and it's brilliant. And the best thing is, for a lot of people who've never done it before and it's the first time, it's a real surprise because the launch is really hidden away out the back of this area. You can't see it at all. And then after that, of course, it's basically like loads of big corners and turns. You go through a couple of tunnels. You got the inversion, which is quite good actually near the ground. You got your hands in the air. You can almost touch the vineyards. And then you come round to the section behind us over the lake. It's a shame because the ride itself, the launch is fantastic, but the train design is terrible, isn't it?
It is just so rough. Like, I'd be happy to just go on the launch and then just come straight back into the brakes, because the rest of the layout is just shaking side to side. It's just not enjoyable.
You can see why Intamin didn't sell any more of those and completely changed the direction and the design for their wing coasters. But still, it's Furious Baco, incredible launch. Get yourself on the front if you can, and you'll be in for a pretty decent ride experience. Everywhere else though, it rides like a shopping trolley. Aloha Polynesia! Really nice themed area of the park once again. This one's got a lot of landscaping around, all the trees, and a massive anchor just over there as well. You got some big waterfalls and rock work. This park, so nicely designed. You got a bit of hand clapping going on. Hey, she's off. I'll give you some drums if you want.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Actually, I want the drums. It's my thing, that. Yeah. Love this view down towards Shambhala and Dragon Khan when you come round this corner. And you've got the main standout water ride around this corner, Tatuki Splash. I don't know if I'm going to be doing it or not this trip, because like I say, it's a bit cooler. This quite a mega soaker just over here, especially if you do get a Tatuki special. Anyone who's watched the channel for a while will know what that is. See, I'm not too sure if I'll give that a go or not, but I'd imagine this is walk-on round here. I mean, the other water rides didn't look too busy, but yeah, Tatuki Splash, probably nobody going on. Let's have a look. So this is a 2-drop special. You got one which is just round the corner, a smaller drop. Then you make your way up the lift hill, round the top of the volcano, and then you come down the main drop just over here where you're greeted with the water cannons as well. Nobody on the boat coming round just here, all that one. Hey, down it comes. Yeah, it's a bit chilly for this one today. There you go. So a Tatuki special is when that boat is like halfway up the lift hill just there, and this one comes down and the wave goes over and soaks it. And when I say soaked, you get absolutely dripping wet through. Might do this tomorrow, but yeah, probably not. Not this trip. It'd have been a bit cooler. The music's lovely around this part of the park too. And you've also got all the nice thatched buildings. Restaurants all the way around here. There's a lot of food options at PortAventura. You've got some sit-down restaurants, you've got some nice takeout options as well. Lots of choice. Aloha Tahiti, the Polynesian show, just over there. It's quite nice too. Loads of shows to see here at PortAventura. There always has been, I'm sure there always will be. Big part of the offering, shows and entertainment. In fact, a lot of people that come to the park don't even go on loads of rides or big coasters. You know, they just take in the atmosphere and enjoy the shows and entertainment and offering. In fact, we're off to go and see the main park stage show shortly, which is held in the big theatre down in the China area of the park. Still interested to see what's going to happen over here in the future, because behind these trees there's a massive show building. Used to be a ride called Sea Odyssey. They've done all sorts of things in there over the years. They've had scare mazes in there, Wreck Experience was in there, there was something with dinosaurs a while back. Massive show building. I'd love to see a major dart ride put in there. I really would. At least the past few years though, they have started to think more about indoor attractions. They put in Sesame Street Mission down in Sesamo Ventura. Nice interactive dart ride. And then of course they opened Uncharted, the indoor coaster last year. So I'm glad they've started to think about that. But massive show building, you wouldn't think it. It's literally hidden behind the rocks and the waterfall, just over there. Beautiful afternoon here in Spain. Let's have a little stroll up through Sesamo Ventura. This is the main family area at the park, all based on Sesame Street. There's some nice rides up here and a small roller coaster called Tammy Tammy. We've also got some more of the Easter decorations. I found out they've actually got an Easter Sesame Street show down in this area. Tractor ride, there's a lot of theming, it's very colourful. With all the sun they get over here in Spain, I bet they're always having to paint this to stop it going faded, because it always looks the part. There's Elmo down there, Cookie Monster over there as well. With the big tree just in the middle. Coco Palotto, which are the planes that go around the top. And then you got Tammy Tammy just down here, we'll show you that. Little junior coaster. We've done quite well really today, we've done all the major coasters in this park. Let's look at Tammy Tammy's. Yeah, this is just an off-the-shelf Vekoma Junior coaster, but still it does its job in this part of the park. Minute wait, not too bad. It's a good fun little ride, El Soto de Blas. Pretty well themed, I like the nest on the top. There's quite a few flat rides around in this area, but the best one is just down this way in my opinion, that's Magic Fish. Show venues just off to the left down there, and more Easter eggs. There you go, you can have an Easter brunch with the characters at the moment, so that's your sort of thing. Shambhala does look the part from back here as well. Beautiful backdrop. And here's a look at Magic Fish. Let's show you this in action. It's a good flat ride this is. Love the theming for this. Nice and colourful. And that's the thing, the whole area is beautiful. With this you turn the wheel and it spins you out to the sides. And try and soak people like myself standing around here. Yeah, if you send us off to the left there, the wave often comes over. If you've been on Hydra's Challenge back at Legoland Windsor in the UK, basically the same as that. It's just a little bit better themed. Some more shots there of the awesome Shambhala from here in the China area. Oh, it is gorgeous, isn't it, on the skyline. And this is really nice, a little bit further back actually as well. Looking out over the plaza. A little dragon fountain just down there as well. It's lovely. Now, we mentioned earlier in the vlog how entertainment is a huge part of the experience here at this park. You can come and not see any of it and just go on all the rides, but I definitely recommend seeing at least one of the shows whilst you're here. And if you're going to pick just one to come and watch, it should be this one in the Grand Theatre Imperial. There's the biggest show venue on the park. It's massive in here. Proper West End, Broadway style shows, and they're absolutely brilliant, these. Acrobats, singing, dancing, amazing lighting packages, and it changes every year. This year it's called Dreams and the City, so we're going to make our way in, and the good news is you're allowed to film as well, so we'll get some shots of the show over the next few minutes. It's always a big spectacle, this one.
Begging you.
that was absolutely incredible. Some of the best theme park shows I've ever seen are right here at PortAventura and in that theatre. It's just so over the top with all the lighting, all the relevant songs that they use, the acrobats, and it's just a phenomenal show. I loved it so much.
That was fantastic. There was just so much going on. It was just an overload to take in, but it was brilliant. The shows that are in that theatre are always fantastic.
30-minute production as well. They've followed the same format for years, but you know what? I love it to bits what they're doing there. They're always trying to change up the theme. Of course, this year was all about New York. I liked the construction workers scene. That was really good. Some amazing international artists and acrobats that all come together for that show. And it's just so well produced. It's the screens, it's the lighting, and you always see something in there that you're not too sure about, you know, how it's done. And this time it was with the balls near the end. I don't think they were on wires or anything. Were they like mini drones or something?
I was trying to look really closely to see if they had wires. They definitely did not have wires in them.
At first I thought I was just going to do a bit of juggling, you know, some light up balls, but no, they were going out and drifting over the crowd. It was a fantastic show, and if you are coming here to PortAventura, take half an hour out your day, go and watch it. It's a brilliant production, and with that theatre, it's well worth getting there about 20 minutes before to get a good seat right in the middle so you can enjoy everything that that show has to offer. But absolutely fantastic. The shows at PortAventura are top level. Well, we just thought we'd give the single ride a queue a go on Shambhala. All done and dusted in less than 10 minutes. Fantastic experience. We've got 2 hours to go until ride close. I think what our plan is to actually join the queue for Uncharted, the new coaster for last year at the end. Oh, you're right there, you're hidden behind the Digipass. Hey. Yeah, we're going to join the queue for Uncharted at like 5 to 7 because obviously it's the queue entrances that close at 7, not the ride. So we're going to grab a bit of food over here now. Nice little restaurant by the water. Shall we be? Dinner with a view of Shambhala and Dragon Khan. I love just sitting here, especially looking out over the water splash. Got the lovely flowers there as well. Gorgeous park. Great to be back. I got my chicken fingers and fries just here. €8.25 for those, and yeah, that worked out about £7.09 it was with the live conversion rate, so not too bad at all. Looking up at this monster of a coaster. When it opened in 2012, it was the tallest roller coaster in Europe, and it kept that record until, of course, Red Force opened in the park next door, and then also Hyperion at Energylandia, which is also a little bit taller than Shambhala as well, so it's now in 3rd place in Europe. Tuck in and have some food. We get a shot of the water splash from here as well. There goes the Union Pacific Railroad here at PortAventura, the train that takes you around the park. We'll definitely jump on there for a ride tomorrow at some point. I can see some Halloween pumpkins hiding just behind the buildings over there. You see them? Nice bit of food down by Shambhala. Gonna head for Hurakan Condor next. So on this attraction, riders are took up to the height of around 285 feet. You have the sit-down towers on this side, stand up on the other side, and you get some awesome views looking out over the park and the surrounding area as well. It's a monster of a ride. It's on a 20-minute advertised wait. Let's go and see if it actually is. Hurakan Condor. And we are off. About a 30-minute wait, 4 out of 5 towers in operation. All right, let's get a great view. Wow, look at that chamois bee on a sit-down tower. That's the worst thing with this. You don't get to pick whether you sit down or stand up, unfortunately. What a view. There's your feet dangling. It is much scarier when you're on the stand-up tower. Look at this. Oh, here we go. Not much time to wait. We're just going to go straight into it and we'll tilt forwards. Wow, here we go. Hurakan Condor. Wow. awesome ride there on Hurakan Condor. The view is fantastic, and the force of the drop on there as well. It just keeps on going as you free fall down the tower. Just me on that one. Charlotte didn't fancy it today, did you?
I really didn't fancy it. I'm just not a fan of drop towers.
Yeah, you've never been a huge fan of drop towers.
I've not.
Have you really?
I have been on it before.
Well, yeah, and you've done quite a few actually over the years. I always remember back on our first date at Drayton Manor when she came on Apocalypse, and she was like, "Oh, that was brilliant." I thought, fantastic. Can I have a partner who goes on all these drop towers with me? And now she doesn't go on. Oh, but on a serious note, great ride that is. Well, one complaint is I do wish that you could queue for the side that you wanted, instead of having, of course, the sit down and the stand up and just being allocated where you go. Fair enough in the single rider queue, but I think in the main queue you should have the option to wait. We've got about 50 minutes to go until the park closes. We're not going to be watching the parade or anything tonight. We're going to save that for tomorrow. And also here in Mexico, Templo del Fuego is now also open throughout the year as well, so we'll save that one for tomorrow too. What our plan is, we're going to head down back into Far West, maybe do Tomahawk, the little wooden coaster, and then of course get on Uncharted tonight. Lots of supporting flat rides throughout PortAventura World, and here's one of them. Hey, it gets going quite fast, this does. Very well themed here as well, and then Condor just behind it. Looking beautiful with the repaint. Little shop here in the Mexican area. Beautiful park, really nice to get back here and walk around. A little flat ride down here, Volpollute, might give that a go on the way down. Do Tomahawk then, the little junior wooden coaster. Blimey, he had quite a cough, didn't he? Weird little thing this is, isn't it?
It is very weird. Weird sensation.
Doesn't really do a lot of that ride. I'd imagine back in the day it used to be a lot better. Bit of Robbie! Let me entertain you. And here it is. Nice little wooden coaster, Tomahawk. 15-minute wait. Great sign with this one as well. Let's go. Very slow lift till the start. One more ride coming up, and that's Uncharted. There we go. Whoa! Back row ride, Tomahawk. Woo! Little baby Millennium Flyers. Nice interaction with Stampeder. Oh, over the drops. Oh, into the brakes. Nice little ride that. Our penultimate ride of the day over there then on Tomahawk.
Oh, that's such a cute little ride. The trains are so small, we just managed to squeeze in next to each other.
It's a good layout though on there.
Yeah, I like it.
Good interaction with Stampeder. Right then, 15 minutes to go until ride close, and we've saved Uncharted until the end. So this opened last year. It's an intimate multi-dimensional coaster, and they did a really good job with all the theming of the exterior. The queue line's great, the station's good, and then you actually get onto the ride itself, and there's hardly anything to see, unfortunately. You never know though, they might have made some changes since we were last here. So let's go and get in the queue for Uncharted, advertised at 50 minutes. Oh dear, well even though there's 10 minutes to go until ride close, we've literally just had the door slammed in our face down here at the entrance.
That is shocking. So it said that it shuts early, the queue times are wrong, even though it said it shuts at 7 o'clock, and she's literally just slammed the door.
Yeah, we missed it. If we hadn't filmed that clip there, we'd have been in.
That is shocking.
Yeah, we just had it slammed in our face. Oh dear. So yeah, it looks like we won't be riding Uncharted, and yeah, everybody else is disappointed. I mean, it still says on there that it closes at 7, doesn't it? There you go. Yeah, it's still advertised. There we go. Still advertised to be open until 7 o'clock.
That is shocking.
And it's now 18:49. So, oh dear. There we go. What a shame. Yeah, I mean, it's closed. Sorry, they've closed it early. What a shame. Oh dear, things were going so well today as well in terms of operations for PortAventura. Just a bit disappointing really, with over 10 minutes to go, and that's it.
Sign here, it literally says until park closing time. It's not 7 o'clock yet, and
yeah,
it's more. We got the door slammed in our face. That's so rude.
So we actually just went into the shop actually and just asked the members of staff there to say, oh, what time does it close? And they said, yeah, you know, it closes at park close, which is 7 o'clock. So yeah, I'm not too sure what's going on, but about 20 people have just been down here wanting to go in, but there's no like manager around or anything to ask, so it looks like we're not going to be riding it. I mean, it's not one of our favourite rides in the park, but still, you know, it was advertised to be open until this time. And the thing is, even if it is on a reduced capacity, should just have a sign out the front saying, you know, the attraction closes a little bit earlier. So yeah, that's a bit of a disappointing end to our night, unfortunately. Luckily, we have got tomorrow to get on it, but yeah, it kind of defeats the object really when it's advertised to be open until 7. Yeah, it's a shame that is. Yeah, it's disappointing, guys. Sorry, it's closed. We've closed it early. Oh dear. Well, back down here at the entrance a little bit sooner than we were expecting there, but still we'll have a look inside the main gift shop just over here on the left-hand side. Got the nice fountains just over there in the lake as well. And like I say, we'll be covering the PortAventura parade at the end of tomorrow's vlog, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Let's have a look in the big shop just here. Got this lovely Easter carousel just over here, the characters on. There he is, I bet he's getting dizzy. Here's the main man himself, of course, still the mascot here at PortAventura, Woody Woodpecker just there.
I like his little pit stop outfit.
That's good, that. Woody. Priced at $24.95. Yeah, merchandise can be a bit hit or miss. Some of the things here are pretty good, and other things aren't the best, so we'll have a little look. All this is like your Woody branded merch. $11.95 for this PortAventura World mug. Very vibrant. They've literally sold this same t-shirt with Dragon Khan over here for years. I'm sure they've been selling that for about 15 years. It's a good one still though, nice design. The embossed mug just there. This is new though for this year. I survived Shambhala, €19.95. That's not too bad. Expedition Al Himalaya. Are they shorts, are they?
No, it's a tank top.
Ah,
it's just like a top, but it's just off your shoulders.
I didn't realise that.
Yeah, so it looks like that.
Ah, right, I see. There we go. Survive Extreme Experience. Mug just there. There's a cap. You can have the full brand in there for I Survived Shambhala. I see. It's quite nice. Won't be buying any Uncharted merchandise, couldn't even get on the ride. Well, we will get on there tomorrow. Not like you'll see much in the POV anyway, because like I say, it's pretty much in the dark, unless you like looking at little sensors. All your Sesame Street merch, lots of character-based merchandise here. Yeah, it's never been the best. I've sold this mug for years actually as well. Got that back in the collection. Quite a good shop though. I do like this coaster track just here. I'm not too sure which coaster it's trying to replicate, because there's none with that colour. It's supposed to be Dragon Khan maybe, but then it's got the blue on there. And that's the main shop. So our day one vlog comes to a close. to the end of our day one vlog here from PortAventura World in Spain. Firstly, it was great to get back on lots of our favourite rides here at the park today. Not too busy, which meant that we got quite a few rides in, a couple on Shambhala, which was good, Dragon Khan, Furius, Baco, Stampeder, I did Hurakan, Condor. Overall, lots of rides today.
We've actually done so much, which I'm really surprised about, because operations are normally terrible, whereas today they've been really good.
Yeah, they've definitely been a lot better. I'm not saying they're world-class operations or anything like that, but there certainly has been an improvement on last year, and I'd say the past few years here at PortAventura, which is a good step. There's a long way to go, as we saw there at the end, with a bit of miscommunication or something there. I mean, that could have been easily prevented. Just a little sign out the front, and that would have been better. So there's still a few things around, but in general, good to see improvements to things like a single rider queue on Furius Baco, making some changes to some of the loading procedures, and just literally trying to get people through on these rides quicker. It is a Sunday today, and normally on weekends and holidays, they would sell a lot of express passes. They were on sale today, but we didn't see anywhere near as many people buying them, did we?
It makes me wonder, have they limited it so there's not as much? Because normally the queues would be huge for express, where we just haven't seen that today, which has been really good.
I can understand parks offering a fast track option. A lot of parks do it around the world. In fact, there's not many that don't, but I think they really need to limit it. So hopefully that has been done here. I mean, is it just the time of year that we're visiting? I'm not too sure. But from what we've seen today on a Sunday in April, we've not had any issues really with express coming in. Last time when we came, we were forced to buy it pretty much because the operations were that bad, and nobody should have to do that. You spend enough to come to the parks as it is. You shouldn't have to be spending extra on fast track if you don't want to. But overall, park was looking nice. Some good presentation today, nicely painted up, some beautiful theming. We saw the shows today as well. We enjoyed the saloon. It was a little bit on the short side, but the main show was fantastic, wasn't it?
Oh, that was brilliant. There was just so much going on. The shows in there are always fantastic.
And that's the thing with this park, so much more than the rides. It's the themed areas, the overall experience, and entertainment. Looking forward to coming back tomorrow. We'll definitely get on Uncharted tomorrow. We won't save it until the end, but it's one of them. If something's advertised to be until that time, you expect it to be until that time. We walked past other rides, just even Baco, and that was, you know, still open at the end. So it's one of them really that I think that was just the ride staff wanting a cheeky early finish myself. But still, we'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for joining us here on Theme Park Worldwide. That leaves us with one final thing to say. Get out there and keep on riding. See you tomorrow.